common ED medications. You do have the time to be a safe nurse. You do have the time to slow down and recheck what you're doing. Can I do a medium-sized iced matcha with oat milk? Awesome. Have a good one. Thank you. Hi guys, welcome to a productive week in my life as a registered nurse. I have the next several days off and then I will be returning back to my 12-hour night shift. So it's about 1:30 right now and I need to leave around 2 because Camper is getting groomed. He's getting groomed for the very first time. I know he's going to come back cleaned and refreshened. So I'm excited for him and I'm excited to see my baby boy all cute. I need to make some lunch before that because I'm starving. And this morning I actually did kind of work, I guess you could say. I signed up for a class that wasn't mandatory for my position as a nurse, but I really wanted to take it and learn about it for a lot of different reasons. As you guys know, I work in the emergency department and we don't have CNAs there. We have ER techs who we can delegate various tasks to, like vital signs, EKGs, and then splints and casts, which is actually what the class was that I just took. The reason I took it and wanted to learn more about it is because I have this really big frustration with myself when I have to ask somebody to do something for me that I don't know how to do. I don't want to feel like I have to rely on somebody to do something for me because I don't know how to do it. I want to be able to rely on people to do something for me because maybe I don't have the time to do that because I'm caring for another patient. Because there will come a time where nobody can help me because we are so busy and there's so many things happening at once that I will have to be able to do it myself. And I want to set myself up for success regarding knowing how to do something so when that time comes, I can do it. I hope that makes sense. I really don't like asking people to do something for me if I don't know how to do it for myself. Does that make sense? I feel like it does. As a nurse, you have your role and then you have people that you work alongside too and they sort of report to you and you get to then delegate tasks to them, and I want to know how to do all of those things as well since I am asking somebody to do that for me. And a big thing that we do in the ER are splints and casts and slings because we are temporarily fixing or resolving an issue until that patient can maybe be seen by orthopedics. For example, I've had many patients, a lot of pediatric patients that end up leaving in an arm sling. And another reason why I think it's so important that I know how to do it, even if I didn't necessarily do that for the patient, is because when I'm discharging them, I have to provide the proper teaching with that sling. And it's also my role to assess the sling and make sure that it was placed correctly. So if I don't know how to actually place it myself, how am I going to fulfill my responsibilities? And so that's kind of why I wanted to take this class. I took it with a bunch of other ER techs and it was extremely informative and honestly a lot less complicated than I thought it was going to be. And so I'm really happy I took it. And I got a new little badge buddy, so I will add that. This will be really nice to have this on here and then be able to refer to it when I need to. So yeah, that was a fun little class that I took this morning. Now I'm going to go make some lunch and then we're gonna take Camper to get groomed. All right, everybody, this is the before Camper. He's a little fluffy these days, and the craziest thing are his paws. Can you sit down for me so I can show them? They're little grinchy paws. Like, do you see the hair? Guys, it's like, it's kind of crazy. He's so crazy. He's a baby boy all cleaned.
He feels so soft. And let's see your paws. Look at these cute little paws.
Good morning, you guys. Actually, it's more like good afternoon. I slept in this morning, which just seemed like a common theme ever since I started working night shift because I'm just naturally staying up later. But we're on a mission right now because I have 4 orders from my small business that I need to package and ship out before 2 o'clock. So I need to get this done and then run to the post office. And then I was also wanting to run a couple more errands. If you have been following my nursing journey, then I'm sure you know I started a small little business while I was in nursing school. Side note, how cute is this badge rail? So it has the Velcro on it so it can be interchangeable. It has the little smiley face, and then we have the cow print bead, cowboy hat, the hot pink one, and then a little wood bead. I actually wear this exact same one to work often. But anyways, I started a small business. I started just making items that I used and loved while I was in nursing school, and it became this creative outlet for me and also a way to make a source of income and have a source of income while I was in nursing school because I was just working part-time nannying, and it's also something that I have enjoyed and loved doing so much, and just another way to connect with you guys. So I promised myself after I officially began working as a registered nurse, I would invest more time and money into my small business. I have all of these ideas, so many things that I want to branch out and make and work on. And it's just a process because it takes time and money. But I think one big thing that hinders me from listing new items on my website is that I feel like I am just horrible when it comes to taking product photography. I'm just really not the best at it. So I was watching a couple of videos online with some tips and tricks, and I think after I go to the post office, I want to stop by the dollar store and then maybe, look how cute this is, Joann's Fabrics, and just get some like poster board and then some cute like white, beigey, lacy, neutral fabrics and take some pictures using that, and then using like a ring light or something. I don't know, we'll see what I can come up with. There's so much good information online. We really are blessed to live in an era where we can have everything at our fingertips, anything that we want to know, any tips, tutorials, anything like that. So we're really fortunate. This is the other badge reel I'm sending out. So this is the cream bead, the wood bead, and then the sage bead, and then it has the little smiley face, which is a hot commodity, which I get because I wear this one to work too. It's so cute. On a different note, I wanted to briefly share a little story time of something that I learned at work that I felt was extremely interesting. Not something that I had ever considered before. Just kind of opens your eyes and makes you think a little bit about things. I was telling my brother about it yesterday, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't even shared this on YouTube, so I want to share it with you guys. Working in the ER, a term that I've heard several times is something called practicing defensive medicine. And I never really understood it, and now I feel like I kind of do. And so I'm gonna give you guys an example. It seems like the most common thing across the board that people come into the ER is for abdominal pain, because you have so many organs in your abdominal cavity, and so many things can obviously go wrong. So with that being said, a huge thing that we do in the ER is obviously blood work, but we do CT scans to kind of rule out all of these different possibilities of what could be going on with a patient's body. And we do a lot of CT scans, and I never really thought of this until a couple of the nurses were chatting about this. But there are 3 different things you can do when you're trying to look at somebody's organs. You can do an MRI, you can do a CT scan, or you can do an ultrasound. An MRI and an ultrasound don't have radiation, but they can take quite a few minutes longer to do. I know when I see ultrasounds being done, I can never really predict the time that they're going to be finished. The patient could be getting an ultrasound for 10 minutes or over an hour. It honestly just depends because every patient is different. And then same with an MRI. I think the patients usually have to sit still in this machine for approximately 30-45 minutes. I'm not exactly sure how long because I've never even seen one. That is just how little we do them. So we do CTs a lot because they take just a couple of minutes and then the results are instantaneous because we get hundreds of images. It's almost like this video. We have access to view it as nurses too online on Epic. So you can just click on all the images and it just makes this little video for you to view. Now, where I'm going with this that I didn't realize is that, I don't know how I didn't realize this, it just like didn't click, and like they didn't really go over this much in nursing school. When somebody's getting a CT, they're taking potentially hundreds of pictures, which is like equivalent to getting hundreds of x-rays. Are you getting where I'm going with this? Because I remember getting x-rays as a kid, and sometimes they do 1, 2, or 3 images of your arm if you break it or something. Everybody in that room that's doing the x-ray either steps out or they're wearing all of the lead that you put on to protect yourself from it, and that's because of the radiation that it causes. And so it's the same thing with the CT scan. When your patient is getting a CT scan, they're getting a bunch of x-rays at once. This is how somebody explained it to me. Please correct me if I'm wrong, or if you have any other information, please comment down below. I just thought this was an interesting perspective because we send our patients to CT. If the CT comes back clean and there is nothing wrong with them, which is amazing, we kind of potentially harmed them in their future, especially if it's a child or somebody that's like a childbirthing age, young adult. I never looked at getting a CT in that sort of light or perspective. The reason that we do them so often is obviously to rule out a potential problem in a patient, which is necessary. But I was told that several years ago, a lot of physicians were more hesitant to do them just because of the damage that they can cause in the future with children and reproductive system and things like that. So the reason that CTs and other exams occur more often nowadays is because of defensive medicine, due to a patient maybe not getting a CT scan at one hospital and then a couple days pass and they go to another facility and that hospital does a CT scan and then they have appendicitis and now they're septic and it could have gotten caught earlier and now it's too late, and then there's a lawsuit. And so anyways, I just thought that that was something really interesting and I never took into account. I obviously want to share everything that I'm learning with you guys. Our roles as nurses are to advocate for our patients, and I don't know, I think that that's just something to keep in mind, especially for a child. I don't even know if they do CTs on pregnant women now that I think about it, because that seems like that would be contraindicated. I'm still learning and I definitely want to do some more research on it. I just thought it was something really interesting to learn and be aware of. I am done running my errands now. I grabbed a pizza Lunchable because I'm so hungry and it sounded so good, and I'm gonna get started on dinner here soon, but I needed something to hold me over. Voila. I feel like this is so nostalgic, and honestly they're so good. I know there's like nothing nutritious in here for you, but whatever. Went to Joann's Fabrics and I found these like really cute like linen fabrics I knew that I could use and lay out and put some of my products on them, but there were so many people there. Granted, it is a Saturday and I should have thought about this, but there was like at least 9 people ahead of me in line, because when you get fabric you have to get it cut, and there was only one person working and cutting the fabric, and honestly it could have taken like over 30 minutes, so I really just didn't want to wait. I'll go back there like on a weekday or something. I did end up finding a poster board at the dollar store. I just got like a white thick one. This is more like a cardboard material, and then these are the little posters that you would use in like elementary school or middle school for like projects or something. I'm thinking maybe I could like curve it and lay it like this so it's like a continuous white background. I don't know, we'll see what I can come up with. I grabbed that, and then while I was there, I saw these cute little sticker books. This was at the dollar store. I'm getting together with my siblings tomorrow for football Sunday, and I have two, well, I actually have 4 beautiful nieces, but 2 are babies, and then the other 2 are toddlers. And so I figured this could be something fun for them to do. I saw these there too, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get these for camper just to have in my car, put in my like center console. I have a bigger one of these for him. It could be like a food or a water bowl. It's really small. It's good to have on the go. And then just little poopy bags for him too. And then I went to Target. I just wanted to look. Target is a very dangerous place, but I consider it a win because I spent less than $30, and that is rare. I grabbed this cutie bottle of strawberry Moscato to crack open tomorrow with my sister and sister-in-law. And then I grabbed a couple Celsiuses for work. They're the best. And then I just grabbed some green powder to have in the morning, put in smoothies, whatever it is that you do with these. So I at least feel like I am being somewhat healthy and good to my body with all of the holidays coming up and all of the junk food that's going to be eaten. I just know it. I'm gonna finish munching on this, start dinner. Yeah, see where the night takes me. Come on. Come on, Kipper. Stay.
You're just silly boy. You're just silly boy. Man, she's hard to find.
Me too. They're huge, like a monster. Look at him. Look at him. So cute.
Cheers. Hello, so I am at work right now. I'm about to head in. It's 1:52, and I have previously been working all night shifts, but my new grad orientation schedule is changing a little bit, and so for the next couple of weeks I'll be working mid shifts, and that consists of 2 p.m. to 2:30 in the morning, which I worked when I was in nursing school, and I actually totally enjoy it because the shift is usually super busy, so it goes by quickly. I get to be part of both day shift and night shift, and I like it because you have your mornings before you go into work, then also on your days off it's not hard to convert back to a normal everyday routine because you're not still working at 7:15 in the morning. So I'm really looking forward to these next couple of shifts. I work today and then tomorrow, then I have 2 days off, and then I work 4 days in a row. And I'm only doing this for a couple of weeks, and then I think at the tail end of my orientation I'm going to be working day shifts, which I've actually never worked before. And then that will be the end of my RN residency orientation shifts. I'm really looking forward to today. I had the past 6 days off, so I feel refreshed, rejuvenized, and I'm ready to take on what the day has in store. You know it's a good shift when your hair ends up in a ponytail. More like a busy shift, which was definitely busy. I feel like the mid shift, the 2 to 2:30, you're just really busy your entire shift. So that's a good and a bad thing because it definitely goes by quicker. This shift was so good. I think it is honestly the best shift that I've had. I'm on my 5th week of clinicals and I'm finally starting to feel like I'm independent and getting the hang of what I'm doing. It's definitely a learning curve and it's not linear. There's ups and there's downs, but today I was truly able to care for 3 patients pretty much on my own independently with just a little bit of guidance here and there from my preceptor. I got to do a lot of skills. I think I did 8 or 9 different IVs on people and then 2 of those were 18 gauges, which was good because in the ER, at least where I work, it seems like the common go-to gauge is 20 because it's not as big as the 18, so it's like a little bit more comfortable for your patient, but you can also administer blood through it, so it's safe for that and then safe for any contrast if your patient is getting a CT. It's an overall safe bet. However, if you are caring for a patient and it's a trauma situation, you want a bigger gauge needle because you can get fluids and blood and anything else you need to in them quicker. So it's good that I'm getting practice with that when I can. I'm just really happy to be learning all of the things that I'm learning and feel like I'm in a positive, very encouraging learning environment where I do get challenged in a good way, of course, but I also feel like I'm never alone or on my own. So I'm really thankful for that. I think I'm going to take a shower now and maybe put on Bachelor in Paradise if I don't fall asleep first, and then I will chat with you guys. I was gonna say in the morning, but it is the morning right now. I'll just chat with you guys after I wake up, and then we will head to shift 2 of the week.
Are you happy to see me? Are you happy to see me? I missed you. It was so cute. Day 2.
You guys, I just finished up shift 2 out of 2. My 3rd shift this week is in a couple of days, so I have the next 2 days off, which I'm really looking forward to. It's around 2:36 in the morning. Gotta drive home, but today was such a great day. I feel like I got a lot of really good experience and exposure today. I got to do my first, not on my own because you always need a second RN to verify and double check with you, but my first true blood transfusion. It worked out perfectly because we gave 2 units of blood, and so for the first unit I got to just observe my preceptor and then be the second verifier RN, and then we got to switch roles and I got to administer the second unit of blood and do all of the tubing because you have to have filter tubing. You have to also prime it with normal saline. And then initially for the first 15 minutes you are administering it at a slower rate because you're watching for any signs of a reaction. And then after that, you're doing vitals every 30 minutes and still keeping close eyes on your patient. It's definitely a tedious process, but it's always been very kind of overwhelming for me. I've always made it out to be like it's this big scary thing that I don't know how to tackle, when in reality it's not always like that. Sometimes people are anemic or they come into the hospital and they have a low H&H, and so blood is ordered for them, but it doesn't have to be this high stress process. You can always take your time and make sure that you're doing things accurately and appropriately. And then after they get their blood, we do a lab draw a couple hours later to assess their labs again. But really good day. Got to kind of fully take on my 2 to 3 patient load in the ER and triage several different ambulances and just getting more comfortable with different narrators that we use in the Epic charting system. But overall, really good day. I want to mention something that another nurse said to me. This was a little bit ago, just when I was talking to several nurses and just expressing my biggest fear as a new grad is making a mistake. And I know that mistakes are inevitable because we are human and we're imperfect. But she brought up a really good point, specifically about medication errors and medication mistakes, because they are inevitable, and a lot of times the reasoning behind them can be because you are rushed or you're not paying attention, because as a nurse you have so many things going on at once. But her words are permanently ingrained in my head now, because I catch myself thinking of what she said with anything that I'm doing whenever I feel rushed or anxious or like I need to hurry up and get this task completed. It was along the lines of, even if you don't have the time, you do. You do have the time to be a safe nurse. You do have the time to slow down and recheck what you're doing. You always have the time. You can make the time. I feel like that's true so far. So I catch myself catching my breath, taking a step back, slowing down, being in the present, and being there with my patient and really focusing on what I'm doing and how I can be safe. And I really like that she said that. I really love that. On that note, I am going to head home and see my camper and cuddle with him. I have something so exciting that we will open together tomorrow, and it is a gift for camper, a monthly box that he is going to be getting. I cannot wait to share it with you guys. It's a special October Halloween edition. I cannot wait. He's gonna be so excited.
Hi. How's you doing? Good, how's yours? Good. Oh, thank you. I didn't know you guys had dog treats. Okay. Aw, that's sweet. Spoiled.
Awesome.
Okay, thank you so much. You too, thank you.
We secured the goods, guys. Taco Bell has officially been eaten and I am satisfied. And now it is time for the big reveal for my son, for camper. I ordered him a subscription box. He is literally going to die. Let me explain myself quickly and then we will open it up together. I'm not going to lie, I already did open it up yesterday because I did give him one of the treats in here before I went to work, but you guys are gonna die. It's so stinking cute. Camper is still a puppy. He is 1.5 years old. He loves playing, he loves toys, and he loves to chew on his toys. Granted, he does not chew on like household items. I can let him roam completely free around the house and he doesn't tear anything up. He literally loves toys, like all dogs. And I always show you guys cute new toys that I buy from him from like TJ Maxx or Walmart or Target or any places like that. And honestly, they literally last such a short period of time, from maybe 15 minutes to a week at most. He usually destroys everything, especially if there's like fluff in it or a squeaker, because he loves to just rip those apart. I walk into a room and there's the fabric from the toy, all of the fluff, and then the squeaker, and he's just laying there. I feel like I actually spend quite a lot of money on toys for him, which I'm not mad about. I love him, he is my son, but it definitely adds up, especially when toys are like $7 to $10 each and I'm getting him a couple every other week. And that is why I am so happy about this and excited to share it with you guys. I've gotten to see toys from this company in real life and they're amazing, and they kept popping up on like my social media pages, and so I bit the bullet and I did it. And what's really awesome is they have several different subscription boxes that you can choose from, kind of depending on what you're looking for. They have the Bark box, which I believe has a lot of like plush toys and treats for your dogs, and then they have like a dental hygiene one. I'm not really sure what that consists of, and a couple more. But this one is called the Super Chewer, and it's perfect because, like I said, he destroys every toy I buy him. every single time without fail. Like, he destroys every single toy. So we're going to open this baby up together, and then I will keep you guys posted on the toys and how long they last for, but I have good faith that they are very, very durable and will last a very long time. And a big reason why I chose to start the subscription now is because this is their Halloween box, and I feel like it's so, so cute. So let's open it up together. I'm gonna open it up. A spooky little picture with a puppy. And then I'm going to open this up. And inside there is a bunch of toys and treats and little snacks for him. It's a lot of stuff. I'm so excited. Like, I feel like I might be more excited than he is, honestly. And what's cool is that they have different subscription plans. So depending on how many toys and treats you want or other little items that they can throw in, it's all entirely customizable for you and your child. Here is the Halloween box edition. And the first little toy we have here, I think this is one of the extra ones that they threw in because I got double the amount of toys. This little wolfy owl sort of thing. I'm not entirely sure, but oh, here he comes. Ooh, are you excited? But it has the soft material and it feels really durable and hard. So we'll set that off to the side. I'll get the tag off first before Camper gets it. Then we have some jerky sticks in here. I also got to customize like the type of treats he's allowed to have. So we have some pork jerky sticks there. And then we have another little stick here. I gave him one of these before I went to work yesterday. We got 2 of those. There's actually 2 in there as well. And then we have another little toy. It's not made from plastic. I don't know what the material is, but it's like very durable, it feels like. He's being so patient right now. And then, oh, this is actually the one that I gave him yesterday before work. It was the pumpkin and honey recipe. It honestly smelled super good. So we got another one of those in here too. Just a cute little bag of treats. Some more magic jerky bars. Oh, he's gonna be so excited. And then honestly, another bag of treats. Some baked biscuits, lamb and cheddar. I bet he's really going to like those, and they have that cute little paw print on them. And we got 3 more toys in here. So this looks like it's like a little Halloween vampire sort of guy with some vampire teeth. Ooh, you like him. These ones need to be cut open. And look at this little ghost. Do you love it? Okay. He's gone. And then this is just kind of the end of the box. It goes over exactly what's in your box. And then again, it mentions that you can tailor it to suit you and your child's needs. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys because Camper is my pride and joy, and I just want to give him the best life that I possibly can. Also save some money if I can. So to have these treats and toys shipped to me every single month and also have them be a really reasonable price and durable, it's a win-win all across the board. If you are interested in checking them out, I will have a link down below in the description box of this video that you can click on, and there will also be a promotion code with your first box. Just want to share all of the things that I love with you guys too. Good morning. So I have my iPad here because I've actually been using it as my planner. I got an app from the App Store called GoodNotes, and then I downloaded a planner document from Etsy, and honestly, I am so in love. Anyways, I did all of this last night, and now it's time to get started. So it's Friday. I love this little section right here because it's a breakdown of your day by hour. That's something that I really wanted to have. So walk Camper, package some orders for my small business, get ready, start editing a vlog, go to the post office in Ulta, get my nails done. Maybe I'll get something spooky, I'm not sure yet. Then I need to start on my medication flashcards for work just to get more familiar with common medications used in the ER. Dinner, I'm picking up salads for my mom and I. continue editing my vlog, and then relax. And then I have my little to-do list here. And then my favorite part, I took this picture of Camper yesterday on our walk. How cute is he? Gosh, I could honestly cry. I'm so obsessed with him. And then up here on top, we have to buy and then calls and emails. So it's going to be a pretty productive day. Oh, also, most important part, I pasted this picture right here. I'm always trying to work on being more present and more in the moment, trying my best on that. So yeah, that's my plan for today. And then in the future, I definitely want to make a plan with me video with this planner on my iPad and show you guys how I plan out my entire month. Got a little black French tip. They're super short and perfect for work. Time for a little haul. I also went to Trader Joe's. I snagged this wine peach pie. I bet it's so good. Went to Ulta and got some necessities. I wanted to try a hair mask for my hair because I do bleach it and I just want it to be strong and healthy and grow. So I'm going to try to do this once a week. And then I needed some new concealer, which was the big reason that I went there. Tarte, always the best. And this was like the same price as one of them. And it came with a little mascara and a lip gloss. And I got some more face moisturizer. This is also my favorite brand. Works amazingly in the wintertime with dry skin. And then just a couple more little things. I needed some more setting spray. Wanted to try this lip gloss. And then I got this recently and loved it, but it does run out pretty quickly. It makes your skin look super dewy, and I feel like the concealer and bronzer and all of it sticks to it really, really well. Like my makeup stays on fully after a 12.5-hour shift, not lying. And here is our little Trader Joe's haul. I actually start work back up tomorrow and I work 4 12s in a row, and then I have a 4-hour class. So I knew that I was not gonna have any time to get groceries or anything like that. So I just stocked up for the next week. Got some salad stuff to make some salads. That's what I'm loving having at work. And I have this big bag of Parmesan that I put on my salads as well. Got some little hummus and then pita cracker snacks to pack in my lunch. Also, these are the best. This is the jalapeno flavor. So, so good. Got some cucumbers for my salad. Rosemary croutons. Talked about these before. These are the best snack ever. Got some veggie pasta. Avocados for the salad. Some cheese to have as snacks for work in my lunchbox. Also some granola bars for work in my lunchbox. I've seen people talk about this, so I wanted to try it. The Hearts of Palm pasta. Just a couple more things. This is the oat milk brown sugar creamer. I'm gonna bring that to work and leave it in the fridge there. Some tomatoes for my salad. And then the salad dressing I tried recently and I really like it. I actually mix it with another one, but it's super good. And then just some tomato soup. And then some different pestos to mix in with that veggie pasta. And then some ice cream sandwiches to have tonight with my parents. These are so, so good. So I just opened up my binder for work with all of my papers and worksheets and stuff that I have to fill out. But this was given to me, and this is the common ED medications. And these medications are most commonly used in my facility. So I feel like every hospital is different. It seems like it can vary immensely. And then truthfully, it's all up to the provider's discretion of what they want. So it's several pages long, but I do feel like this is pretty accurate of what I've been seeing the most of. And a lot of these are familiar from nursing school, but I feel like I studied so much on medications on the NCLEX that my brain is just fried and like it's all not there anymore. It's the weirdest thing. I'm just going to make some flashcards with these medications and just get more familiar with them. And then my preceptor and I wrote specifically what I should know. So like the indications, like why am I giving this medication? Obviously, what's its purpose? is it okay to give to a pregnant person? Which I feel like typically the answer is no. So if you are caring for a patient that does have a menstrual cycle, sometimes we do a pregnancy test before we can actually administer certain medications. And then how fast I can give it, so IV push time, that's super, super important. Although there are multiple resources like micromedics that I can use at the hospital where I can get to that pretty quickly, but it would be nice to just kind of know off the top of my head as well. And then contraindications, side effects. So yeah, that is that. I made a mistake and somehow he brought all of the toys from his bark box outside. And so now the ones with fabric are a little bit dirty, and I definitely don't think that they could be washed. That's one thing that when you do have like plush, fluffy toys for your dog, you can put them in the washer, but these are so durable and like heavy that they definitely can't go in the wash. So they'd have to be like hand washed. Sorry, it's crazy. I was initially going to make those flashcards with you guys, but I think that this vlog is relatively long, so I think I'm gonna end it here, and then I'll show you guys the flashcards in my next video and how I'm using those to study and help my new grad orientation. I hope you guys are doing amazing and enjoying your fall and taking care and remembering that you're never alone in anything that you go through. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Bye, love you guys.